Hello everyone. So in today's video, I'm going to answer one of the most asked questions over internet regarding the website development when you want to build an e-commerce website using WordPress or Shopify or any other platform. Then the question comes, what are the best ways to build a website using CMS and what should I select? Is it WordPress or is it Shopify? So in today's video, I'm going to give you a detailed breakdown. What are the pros and cons, what they offers and what they don't, so that you can easily decide should you go with WordPress or Shopify. So without further ado, I'm going to show you everything, all the features and everything. But before that, if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get more helpful content like that. So without further ado, now I'm going to share my screen and show you all the details that they offers and that they don't. And after watching the video, you'll be able to make a decision what's the best thing for you to go with for the e-commerce. So let's go. Here you see this is my computer screen. So the WordPress versus Shopify. So let's go with one by one. I have created some slides based on the perspective. So the first thing where it says the ease of use. So here we have WordPress and Shopify. So first of all, if you use WordPress, then it requires some technical knowledge. It's like you just need to know what is themes, what are the plugins. They're just like a tool. When you use WordPress, they works like a tool. So if you install that tools, it will give you more features and functionalities to build the website. So you just need to have that type of knowledges if you want to work with WordPress. But on the other hand, they are drag and drop based, beginner friendly comparatively. So here you can decide what's the best thing that you want to go with. If you're technical, that's the thing. If you're not technical, that is the thing. So the next thing where it says manual setup for hosting themes and plugins. So again, so if you use WordPress, you just need to do a manual setup, and we have themes, plugins, and some other stuff. If you want to go with WordPress, you just need to know how to install and activate all of them. But on the other hand, if you use Shopify, they offers everything in the same platform in their own hosted platform. So additionally, you don't have to purchase the hosting and set it up. So that's the feature that they offer. And in the next one for WordPress, for more control but steeper learning curve. So if you pick WordPress, definitely you have more freedom and choices to do. You will get more, definitely. But in that case, you just need to know how to play with that, how to control that. But on the other hand, Shopify offers easy things to get started without the coding. So if you do not have any coding knowledge, if you do not know how to write codes, that's completely okay. You just start with that and that will be completely fine. And in the next one, the topic is customization and the flexibility. So if you use WordPress, it offers highly customizable with thousands of themes and plugins. So it has a lot of plugins to go with. So if I just give you a little bit of idea, for example, let's say you are trying to build an inventory management system, and it does not have any pre-built option, but as it has the themes and plugins, if you install that, instantly you're going to get that feature. But on the other hand, Shopify offers a limited customization offers. You can customize it, but compared to WordPress, it has limited customization unless you're using Shopify Plus, which is another thing that you need to purchase. So that's the thing to consider. And in the next one, open source, so full control over code. So let's say if I just explain that option, you have installed a plugin, either it's free or paid or whatever. You have purchased that and you're using that plugin, but at some cases, let's say you want to extend that feature from that plugin, but they do not have that. So you can just write custom codes to develop that custom feature. As it's open source, you can modify their codes and make any features that you want. So that's the thing that you'll get if you use WordPress. But on the other hand, Shopify offers limited, like limited modification offers and stuff. So that's the thing that you need to know before you make the decision, either WordPress or Shopify. And in the next one, the ideal for the developers or those who want full freedom. That's one of the most important things that you should know. So if you use WordPress, you are definitely going to get more freedom to work on anything that you want, but you just need to know how to do it. You just have to be a little bit of technical person, techie person to develop everything. Otherwise, that's gonna be tough for you to handle. But on the other hand, Shopify, they offers, I mean, they're ideal for users who want a pre-built feature that works. So as it has a lot of templates, you just need to implement that, and you will be able to go for that pre-made templates, and then you can edit. But one thing to mention, WordPress has the same templates and everything. So if you install WordPress, you can also import the templates, and you can just customize, and the site will be ready. But comparatively, Shopify offers from the scratch template, but in WordPress, you just need to set it up a little bit before you implement the template. So that's the thing. And the next one, we have payment gateways and fees here. So if you use WordPress, that supports all the major payment gateways when you want to build e-commerce website. So payment gateway is one of the most important thing that you should be able to integrate. So if you use WordPress, definitely you are going to get all the major payment gateways that you need in order to accept payment from your clients. But on the other hand, Shopify supports many gateways, but not as much as WordPress. That's the very simple thing to understand. And here, that charges extra fees unless you are using Shopify payments. So if you use Shopify payments, they're asking for the payment. If you do not use Shopify payment, you will need to integrate something you're as a payment gateway, but you're not gonna get all the features that WordPress offers from their payment gateway system. That's the thing that you should know. And the next one, no extra transaction fees from WooCommerce. So if you're using WooCommerce and using their payment gateways, they're not asking any additional fees. So you're using it completely free of cost. But on the other hand, Shopify, they additionally requires 0.5 to 2% fees if you're not using Shopify payments. So these are completely free, but they're asking for a bit of charges. So that's the thing that you need to know before you do it. And let's talk about the cost, I mean, the maintenance cost, building cost, and some other stuff. So if you use WordPress, they have a lot of free plugins. For example, if you want to build e-commerce website in WordPress, the very most important thing that you should have in your site is the WooCommerce plugin. WooCommerce is a plugin, which is a tool basically that allows you to add the e-commerce feature to your WordPress website. So this is entirely free. You don't have to pay a single amount to integrate that feature. But you need to pay for the hosting, and if you want to get paid plugins, which offers more functionalities, then you need to pay. Otherwise, you don't have to pay. And additionally, if you want more add-ons, which is similar to plugins, or you can consider tools in simple name. So if you get paid one, you need to pay. Otherwise, they offers the free versions as well. You don't have to pay for that. But on the other hand, Shopify has monthly plans, which starts from $39 per month, and it is the basic one. But they have more packages, a standard, premium, and stuff. But if you want to go with the very basic one, the primary one, they still ask you $39 per month. And here in WordPress, cost vary depends on the setup that you want to do it. Let's say the business that you are building with WordPress, let's say you have 1,000 visitors a month. On the other hand, you have another business which has like millions of users. So that depends on the hosting package that you want to take, because for the thousands of the people, thousands of the customers, the hosting that you need. On the other hand, if you have millions of users, definitely you need better hosting. So that depends on you, what kind of hosting you want to use, and what are the functions that you want to integrate, what would be the core functionalities, and the number of customers. So that depends on it. And on the other hand, the Shopify offers fixed pricing with optional add-ons. If you want to take it, that's okay. If you don't want to do it, that's also okay. But they have fixed pricing basically. But if you want to just talk about the flexibilities, I would say WordPress wins here. And on the next part, potentially cheaper in the long term. Yes, of course, because when you're building the website, it's a long-term game, because you're not building the website for a month. That's a very basic sense. So when you're building website for a long run, WordPress is the consideration here, because in long term, they're offering cheaper packages. On the other hand, for Shopify, predictably monthly expenses, definitely. So you need to expend more. but that depends on the business that you have basically. So if you have big business, you need to consider that. If you have small business or maybe starting or intermediate level of business, definitely WordPress is the thing, and this wins here. In the next part, here it comes the hosting. So WordPress has two type of hostings to tell you. So you can purchase the hosting from wordpress.com, which is owned by WordPress itself, or you can purchase some other hosting company like SiteGround, Hostinger, Bluehost, GoDaddy, SiteGround, and stuff. So personally, I would suggest you to go with Hostinger because they offer cheaper price and of course with good features and instant 24/7 supports. That's the thing that I personally recommend to my clients, and even I use it for my website. So that's the thing that I would suggest you to go with. But on the other hand, Shopify is fully hosted by their own things, like own platform. They're offering everything, so you don't have to purchase somewhere else. But in WordPress, you have the freedom to decide either you want to go for a SiteGround or own hosting platform or any other third-party platforms like Hostinger, like GoDaddy, SiteGround, Bluehost, and stuff. You have that total freedom to do it. And in the next part, more responsibility but more flexibility. Again and again, from the first point, I'm saying, if you go for WordPress, you will get more and more and more functionalities, features, offers, and most importantly, the flexibility. You will get entire freedom. But here, you need to be a little bit of techie person. But here's the good news. If you're not a techie person, if you do not even know how to use WordPress, I'm here to teach you how to use WordPress, how to operate the website, and how to make necessary changes to the website from the very beginning to the advanced level. So if you're really interested to be trained in WordPress, if you want to learn, I am the mentor here. I will teach you from scratch. I'll attach all the link in the comment box in the description. You can contact me to get training about WordPress. Okay, so in the next one, in the Shopify, where it is saying less control, but everything managed for you. Comparatively from WordPress, in Shopify, you're gonna get less control, honestly, but everything will be easy for the beginners. But for WordPress, it is also created for the beginners with more control, but you just need to know how to manage them, and I'm here to teach you the management and everything and stuff. Just contact me, and I will teach you that. Okay. So in the next part, it's about apps and plugins. So if you don't know what is app, what is plugins, it's just a piece of tools that helps you to integrate more features and functionalities to your existing website or the new website, whatever. So in WordPress, it has this number of plugins and tools that allows you to do almost everything that you can imagine about website, right? But on the other hand, Shopify only has 8,000 apps. So you can see the clear difference. So definitely this number will give you more features and functionalities again and again, I'm saying. But in Shopify, it has this number of apps, which allows you to do many things, but not as much as WordPress. But still, you can achieve necessary features with this. And for the next one, some plugins are free and some plugins are paid. You need to pay them. So if the free plugin covers everything that you need, that's okay. You don't have to buy. But in some cases, if you need any plugin that offers something that you need to purchase that simply. But you can get my consultation if you really need it, or if there is any free alternative that you can choose instead of the paid one. Just you can ask me over the comment, or if you want personalized training, you can ask me for that as well. I'll attach an email address and stuff in the comment box or the description. Anyway, so in the Shopify, most useful apps required monthly fees. So here's the consideration. If you do not want to spend too much every month or maybe one time, then Shopify is not the thing for you because most of the useful apps requires monthly subscription here. And in the next part, more variety but requires careful management again and again at every point. So if you notice, every time it is saying careful management, need technical knowledge, you to be a techie person. So all the cases, WordPress requires more technical knowledge from you if you want to manage or like deal with WordPress. So it has more variety, which means the more control and more features and functionalities, but you need to be a bit of a technical person, honestly. And in the next part, in the Shopify, it has many secured options, but it is kind of like controlled. You cannot go after a limitation. So you need to consider that. And the next one, design and themes. So it is one of the most important thing because appearance matters most. Once a customer visit to your website, they will be able to see the design at first. Then they will decide if it is a good fit for you to buy the business, buy the product or service from you or not. So design is one of the most important thing that you take a look at before you decide to uh, make the website. So here the points are, it has thousands of free and premium themes, which is kind of like a template. So if you just want to decide to go with WordPress, you can implement all the themes and the templates, and it will give you ready-made, pre-made designs. You can just change it by your text and color and stuff. They're just ready. You need to build it. But in Shopify, they have 100 plus professional themes. They're paid either or free, but it has limited number of themes. So if you do not like any of these hundreds, you need to build from scratch. But in WordPress, it has literally thousands of premium themes. So definitely WordPress wins here. And in the next one, full control with page builders like Elementor. So here, Elementor is the most popular page builder in WordPress, and currently it has more than 10 millions of active installation in WordPress. So it is going to give you a full control, and even if there is I mean, like if you're expecting something that's not there in Elementor, you can do custom codes and it will be there. So this is really something that I like to go with, and most of the clients also like it once they use it for the very first time. From the second time, they stick with it after years and years. So definitely this is something that you can consider. And the next one, Shopify, this option, easy customization, but limited to theme structures. So you're gonna get easy customization option comparatively from WordPress, but it has some limited resources, some limited structures and stuff. So you see the clear difference. And then for these point, ideal for pixel perfect design. If you're someone who really wants a very perfect design, each and every aspect, every point has to be very much professional, you can go with WordPress because this really requires pixel perfect design, which means perfect at every pixel. That's the thing that WordPress offers. But in the Shopify, it offers clean and modern design, but less flexible design control. So that's the thing that you easily understand, hopefully. We are here now for the scalability. So if you use WordPress, it can scale well with proper hosting and optimization. Again, I'm saying, so as it has that option to pick any hosting that you really like personally. Let's say you like Hostinger, you can go for Hostinger. If you like GoDaddy, you can go for GoDaddy. If you like a SiteGround or some other hosting company, you can simply go with that. That's absolutely okay. There is no limitation. And as you're able to select any hosting based on your choice, definitely you'll select the best one, which will ensure the best performance. But on the other hand, it is also built for scalability, handles high traffic and effortlessly. So here for this 2 point, you can do you can say 50 versus 50, or maybe Shopify wins there slightly, but not too much difference. So you can still consider WordPress, or even if you go for Shopify, that's really a wise decision. And for the next point, the site can become slow without optimization, but if you do optimization, it will be really fast. And even it also depends on the CDN that you're using, the hosting package that you're using, the number of traffic visiting every day. It depends on a lot of things, but if you do not do optimization, site will be a bit of slow, depends on the design or the template that you're applying. But once you make sure to do the optimization, the is search engine optimize. I'm sorry. Yeah. So if you do the speed optimization, it's gonna be really fast. And on the other hand, Shopify manages performance and uptime. So you do not have any panic when you're using Shopify because the speed and performance are managed by Shopify company itself. So you don't have to take the panic. You don't have to take the hassle because they're doing everything for you. But on the WordPress, you need to do the customization and the optimization. Then the site will be really fast. And the next one is about security. It's one of the most important things, trust me. Because when you are building the website, you need to make sure that the website is safe and secure. Otherwise, you will be one of the target of the hackers, right? So in WordPress, security depends on your hosting and plugin setup. So if you're using a good hosting, then the site will be secured, and definitely depends on the plugin type of plugin that you're using, and it is updated or not, depends on a lot of things. But in Shopify, that includes the SSL, PCI compliance, and the security by default. So they have everything by default. If you build the website using Shopify, they're offering everything from security perspective, so you do not have to do it manually. And for the next part, you manage updates, backups, and firewalls. So let's say you have taken a backup of your website so that if there is anything wrong with the site, you can restore that again. So you have the control for the backup, updates, and firewalls and everything. You have the entire control, so you can play around it. But on the Shopify itself handle everything, so you don't have to do it manually. So if you are someone who do not want to do it, maybe you want to be tension free and Shopify will handle everything, then just go for Shopify. Or if you want control, if you want more flexibilities from working perspective, you can just go with WordPress because it offers you everything to do it by yourself. And the next topic is support here. Support is also very important because when you have something wrong with the website, you will expect support from the authority. So here, let's see what they offers from the support perspective here. So WordPress has community forum, so you can ask any questions, and it has a big active community and a lot of responsive people will comment you right there and try to solve the issue for you. So it's really important. And most importantly, YouTube tutorials. So you are watching me on YouTube right now, so similarly I'm creating the video for you to help you with this topic. Similarly, other people are creating videos, so you will get a lot of YouTube tutorials to fix that issue for you. And definitely it has third-party support, like you can hire me for any type of things regarding WordPress. So you're gonna get third-party support like this from me or for someone else who is doing the same type of job. And for the Shopify, you have 24/7 live support via chat, email, or phone support. So you can consider this if you prefer this type of support. That depends on you. And in WordPress, no central support unless you hire a developer. So let's say you're hiring me as a developer, so you can expect support from me. But if you're doing everything by yourself, then you will not get on any type of help from a specific person or from a specific organization. So that's the thing that you need to know. But if you use Shopify, you have a dedicated customer service, including all the plans. So let's say if you're taking basic plan, or if you're taking Shopify standard plan, or maybe the premium plan, all that plans offers you the support. So if you want to get that support, you need to go for Shopify. Otherwise, if you want to do it by yourself without the support, if you think everything is okay, then you can just go with WordPress. And then the SEO and blogging. SEO means search engine optimization, which helps you to appear the website in Google or other search engines, which helps you to get more potential visitors and customers and stuff. So it is really important, which offers better SEO and blog for blogging and other type of websites for e-commerce, of course. So in WordPress, best in classic SEO tools and blogging features. So WordPress, when the WordPress was created initially, it was entirely created for the blogs, and later on it was integrated for the other features. So WordPress is definitely one of the best choice for the blogs, and even you can say the top choice for the blogs. And it offers many SEO tools for free of cost, so you can do it free of cost easily if you just know how to do it, or even you can hire someone. But in Shopify, it has good integrated SEO, but not as flexible as WordPress. And in WordPress, Yoast SEO plugin is really powerful. You can optimize the entire website for Google or for some other sources using this plugin. It has also some other plugins like Rank Math and some other. You have Google, so you can just check it out. But Yoast SEO is one of the most powerful, and you can say the top one to do that feature. And in Shopify website, basic blogging functionality, but honestly they're not created for blogs. They're just created for e-commerce. They're not dedicatedly created for blogs. So if you have any consideration to go e-commerce and blogs both, then you can just go for WordPress. That's gonna be the thing that you should choose. And the next one here, it has ideal for content marketing and blogging. So if you have any plan for content marketing and blogging, then WordPress is the choice. Otherwise, suitable for simple SEO setup. You can just go for it. And then the next one, it has multilingual and global settings. So if you're using WordPress, it has a lot of plugins like WPML or Translate Press. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, let me tell you a little bit. So let's say you're operating this business in, let's say, United States, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, or Spain. So you need more languages. So if you use WordPress and if you're creating the website for targeted market in US, you need to have English as your language, primary, maybe the primary language. But also if you're targeting Saudi Arabia, you need to integrate the Arabic language. If you're targeting Spanish, you need to have the Spanish knowledge. Spanish language. So if you want to integrate all the languages at the same time to your website, you have plugins like WPML or Translate Press. So this will really help you to create multilingual website. But in Shopify, it offers market for selling globally, so it has similar type of features. And for more setup needed, it has the more functionalities and highly flexible options, which means so it needs more setup, more work initially, but once you're done with this, you can just fly, and it will really flexible. But in Shopify, it's easier for global setup, built-in currency, and language support, as I'm saying. So here it has WPML, and they have all type of language setup and supports most of the cases, most of the languages. And it has its built-in currency. So if you do not want to go for United States currency, United States dollar, let's say you want to go with Australian dollar, or maybe any other currency, pound, or maybe euros, you can go for that. And finally, so here's the final result. What you should really go with. Is it Shopify or is it WordPress? Who wins here? This is the summary basically. So if you want full control and flexibility, then WordPress is the choice that you should go with. But if you really want quick, easy, and all-in-one solution, Shopify is the thing that you should go with. And if you're really a techie person who can do everything from his side, if you are a techie person and if you can handle everything by your side, WordPress is the choice for you. But if you're stuck, you'll need to get help from someone else like me. Or maybe you can just get the solution from Google or the community. But if you prefer managed hosting and built-in support, Shopify is the platform that you should really go with. And if you have any plan to customize heavily, then WordPress is the choice that you really should go with. Because if you do not have any design options that you're expecting, you can still use custom codes. And now it's the time of ChatGPT and some of the tools. So definitely that will really help you to build any custom functionalities and design in WordPress. But in Shopify, if you want to focus more on selling, then the tech setup, Shopify is about everything that you're gonna get about this option. And lastly, if you have SEO and blogging as a key strategy, for example, you're selling e-commerce products, but you have a target to get people from blog post and they visit the website and then they purchase the product. So you have, if you have a plan to set up a website for e-commerce and blog at the same time, WordPress is the choice that you can really go with. That's the best choice for you. But on the other hand, if you choose Shopify, you will get a platform that just works out of the box and for e-commerce purpose only. So that's the thing. I think you get a clear idea which one you should go with. Now you're able to make a decision. Either you should go with WordPress or you should go with Shopify. So I think that clears it out. And thanks for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more helpful content like this. And if you want me to hire for your website development related work like WordPress, Shopify, Wix, Webflow, and Squarespace, I'm here, the person who can help you with that. And even if you want Zoom consultation to teach you everything regarding WordPress development or anything like that, I'm here to help you. Just knock me with the details that I will attach in the description box. So I think that's it for today, and I will see you in the next one.